Welcome to the breathtaking world of A Court of Thorns and Roses, a story brimming with magic, romance, and high stakes. Written by Sarah J. Maas, this epic tale follows Fair Archeron, a 19-year-old huntress living in a bleak, unforgiving world where humans and fairies are divided by a wall of mistrust, fear, and ancient history. Fair's life revolves around survival. Her family is destitute, relying on her skills with a bow to bring home food. One day, deep in the snowy woods, Fair kills a massive wolf to feed her family. Unbeknownst to her, this wolf wasn't just any predator. It was a fairy in disguise. This single act sets in motion a chain of events that will drag Fair into the dangerous and alluring fairy realm of Prythian. Soon after, a towering fairy named Tamlin, who can transform into a beast, storms into Fair's home. He demands retribution for the life she took, invoking an ancient treaty between humans and fairies. The punishment? Fair must leave her family behind and live out her days in Tamlin's court. Reluctantly, she agrees, fearing for her family's safety if she resists. Tamlin takes her to Prythian, a land Fair thought only existed in her darkest nightmares. Instead, she is greeted by an ethereal and dangerous beauty, a land filled with eternal spring, magic, and creatures both enchanting and horrifying. At first, Fair is defiant and determined to escape, seeing Tamlin as little more than her captor. But as she spends more time in the spring court, she begins to see Tamlin's true nature. He's not just a high fae lord, he's a protector, a leader struggling under the weight of a curse that threatens his entire court. Fair's icy hatred begins to thaw as she glimpses his vulnerabilities, and an unexpected bond forms between them. Their romance is a slow burn, filled with moments of tenderness and passion that Fair never thought possible. But their growing love is overshadowed by a looming threat: Amarantha, a cruel and powerful fairy who has enslaved Prythian and cursed Tamlin's court. Fair learns that Tamlin's stoic demeanor and occasional bursts of anger are born of desperation. His court is under a curse placed by Amarantha, and time is running out. Despite this revelation, Tamlin sends Fair back to her family, hoping to protect her from the growing danger. Yet, back in the human world, Fair's heart aches for Tamlin. She realizes that she has fallen in love with him and cannot abandon him to his fate. Summoning all her courage, Fair returns to Prythian, only to find that Tamlin has been taken captive by Amarantha. Fair ventures into Amarantha's court, a place of nightmares where cruelty reigns supreme. To save Tamlin, Fair strikes a dangerous bargain with Amarantha. She will endure 3 deadly trials to win Tamlin's freedom. The trials are brutal, testing Fair's strength, cunning, and endurance. But the most harrowing challenge comes in the form of a riddle. Solve it, and she can end her torment instantly. The trials push Fair to her limits, and her humanity, both her weakness and her strength, is laid bare. During her time in Amarantha's court, Fair encounters Rysand, the enigmatic and seductive High Lord of the Night Court. Though his motives are unclear, Rysand becomes an unexpected ally, offering Fair help in exchange for a binding bargain that will have consequences far beyond her immediate plight. Amid the treachery and bloodshed, Fair proves her resilience, outwitting her enemies and enduring unimaginable pain for the sake of love. In the climactic finale, Fair's sacrifices culminate in a breathtaking showdown. She solves the riddle, breaking the curse and freeing Tamlin and his court. However, her victory comes at a steep cost. She suffers mortal wounds, and her humanity is forever altered. As the story closes, Fair's actions leave her deeply changed, both physically and emotionally. Though she has won freedom for Tamlin and the Spring Court, the scars of her journey run deep, and her story is far from over.